All right, I thought our defensive play in the first half was excellent. Probably our best defensive performance in quite some time that first half. I mean, we had a game plan. I thought they executed well. We had really good intensity on defense. We helped one another. Everybody was doing their part on the boards. So, that was really encouraging. That gave us a little bit of a cushion, and we were able to keep them from making a big run at us in the second half. We were able to keep a good distance with the score, despite the fact that we shot the ball poorly from all areas. Fortunately, our defense was good enough today to still win the game despite some bad shooting.
Coach, when your team is having a rough shooting night, what are some of the things that you like to tell the team to keep them motivated to keep shooting the ball as well as defensively?
I didn't think we executed offensively very well. Now defensively, like I said in the first half, it was excellent. Offensively, we didn't cut very well without the ball. We had a lot of people that were just kind of standing around watching the ball, and even when they went to that zone, there's a lot of areas to attack, but we were being passive and we weren't, getting into the gaps of it and, just kind of lobbing it up over people instead of really working to, penetrate into some things. So, we still haven't put together a full game plan, or a full game of execution, but I am really happy with the way that we defended today, especially in the first half.
Jenna, you and Daitisha both, maybe you can talk about this, you both racked up a lot of steals tonight. Just talk about the defensive effort.
I think, Coach, we've been really emphasizing our defense lately and helping each other out. So I think tonight was just being in the right position, being ready to guard and make plays. A lot of it, too, is having our teammates be there and help side so we can make those steals and be ready to guard.
Just like she said, Coach hasn't been emphasizing that in practice, being over and help side a lot. So we were just ready to make plays tonight.
You had 34 minutes tonight. First of all, how did you feel? And then, Coach, was there a particular reason you had her up there tonight for 34 minutes?
Well, Daitisha's been playing a lot better lately. That's probably the main reason. And they have they have a lot of kids that are really good at driving the basketball. So we really needed, Jenna's really good at guarding the ball, and Daitisha's really good at guarding the ball. And I felt like we needed both of them on the floor together quite a bit to, control some of their penetration.
Did you feel tired?
A little. I wasn't used to playing that
right.
Many minutes, but I dug down deep and kept going, kept playing hard.
Could this be a situation, Coach, where, based on the competition, the number of minutes certain players get, and then the combinations used can change from game to game?
Well, there's definitely some things that we like to match up, with people, but Daitisha's playing well, so she's going to play more. Mm-hmm. And I think Jenna, the last two games, has had really good games, and this was a game where I thought, her helping on defense was the best that it's been all year. And you'll see that she got 5 steals and 6 rebounds. I mean, that's making plays that I want from her. That was a really good effort on her part. And then, Whitney here, she when she gets aggressive, she's awfully good. Mm-hmm. We just, seems like once again we got to have a talk about staying aggressive. But, she definitely comes through for us. And, it's nice to have somebody. We haven't had somebody, back for a really long time that could alter as many shots as Whitney can. So, it gives our guards a chance to be more aggressive with pressure when they know they got somebody like Whitney behind who's going to, if they do get beat, she's going to either block or at least alter the shot where it's going to be a low percentage shot.
Right. Sort of like Patrick Ewing used to be.
Well, yeah, I guess. Whitney shoots it a lot better than
This is actually both for Whitney and for Coach. You've gotten in foul trouble the last couple of nights, but Coach really likes the way you play aggressively. Is it kind of something you kind of live with, the fouls, or not?
I think he's mostly talking about I know he's talking about being aggressive on defense, like being in the stance, but sometimes I don't come out like from the start and be active on offense. So I think he's talking about being aggressive on offense. I know that on defense, I think on defense, we've been talking about me like not swatting at the ball, like keeping my hands straight up. So I'm working at trying to do that every game so I don't get in foul trouble.
And we just want her to, she just has a habit of putting her hands on people on a drive instead of getting it off. That's something we're working on. And it's one thing to swat at a shot when you're coming over to help. Like if you're coming over to help, you've probably got a chance maybe to swat at the ball. But if you're just guarding the ball and they're turning to shoot, even just having your hands forward, and in fact she got called for one today where she didn't think she fouled, but her hands are just a little bit forward, and you're only allowed to have the space right on top of you. So, I mean, that's what we're working on, but I can tell you that even tonight, there were times when I saw her playing defense, and she was thinking about her hands. So we're making steps in the right direction.
Oh, Whitney, you had 4 blocks tonight. As a team, you held the other team to under 30% shooting. Would you consider this the best defensive effort of the season, or can the team go higher than this?
I think this was a really good defensive effort tonight. We really focused on this game in preparation for the things that they do, and we did give a good effort, but I think we still have a lot of room to get better. We had a good couple of practices, and I think if we keep continuing to practice the way we've been practicing, we'll continue to get better, and our defensive effort will keep getting better, so we'll be doing better on defense.
What are some areas of growth that you think are points of emphasis?
I think really being in the right positions on the help side a lot of the times, and we've been getting called for like touch fouls a lot, so we've been talking about not putting our hands on people when they're trying.
Where do you think the defense can even get better?
I would say the same as well. Obviously, like being over and help, and no touch fouls, but just being ready to guard in general, keeping them out of space, being ready to move our feet, and that's where we're ready to move our feet and just show our hands and get the touch call. So, and also in our conversion defense, we got to get better on that because sometimes we get back, but we don't talk, and that's where they got their points.
Coach, how happy are you to be off to a 3-0 start in conference play before you guys hit the road?
Well, I'm happy that we're making progress and we're getting better, and while we're doing it, we're getting some wins. Now the next challenge for us is, it's one thing to win these conference games at home. We got to go on the road and, show some toughness and continue to improve even while we travel.